Hello around the reel, or should I say around the Reallandia? I don't know. Which you prefer? Why don't you let me know? Ah, an invitation. You can reach out to me. You can communicate with me. Yes, you can actually reach me through Aaron at Around the Reel, or you can reach me directly at the coach rick at gmail.com. TheCoachRick, the coach rick at gmail.com. Let me know. What do you think? Around the Reel? Around the Reallandia? Do you have a preference? How about we get a little deeper? What the hell do you want me to talk about? That would be great. Also, I would love to hear what you might want to hear from me. Who the heck am I? Well, if you've been listening, maybe you've heard me recently. Haven't made many installments. Life has been lifing a lot, and it happens sometimes, guys. So that's okay. We're back, sort of, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But I made an effort to get these in once a week, and Aaron does his amazing work in editing and gives me some background music. And they're awesome mid segment installments. That's what Coach's Corner is. That's what this segment is called. It's Coach's Corner. Why? Because I'm an acting coach. I'm also a life coach and a business coach. I'm a coach. I've been doing coaching. I've been coaching for decades. Um, I'm getting close to saying I've been an acting coach for a decade. That's kind of fun. Also, we're over 7.5 years now, and I now have 3 classes: Monday night live in Spokane, Wednesday night on Zoom, which I just got out of. Typically, that's when I do these is Wednesday nights because I'm in front of my computer, and then Thursday night in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, also live. So, really enjoying that. I love being a part of the Around the Reel family. I'm also part of the Horrorverse family, which is under the umbrella of CCC Entertainment. All of that is under CCC Entertainment, right? Um, so if you don't know, well, then look them up. Look up CCC Entertainment on YouTube. Look up Coach's Corner on YouTube. COACH apostrophe S Corner. Coach's Corner. What I've done is I created a YouTube channel for these installments. That's the only thing that's there. They're not as good as when you see the YouTube version of the podcast, right? Because, like I said, Aaron edits, gives me some background music. It's just that much sweeter. Hopefully, you'll get some words that'll make a difference for you here in Coach's Corner. That's my effort. That's what I'm striving for. As I do inside of my craft, inside of my art, my goal is to give my gift. My goal is that gift is going to make a difference in your life, that it's going to touch your heart, it's going to touch your soul, and it's going to help you heal. It's going to help you feel, maybe. If it's not healing, at least feeling, right? Um, I'm way, way beyond just for entertainment sake. Uh, I think there is great power inside of art. I think there is great power inside of our craft as actors. Again, I do make an effort to speak to all disciplines, to artists in general, right? Musicians, music uplifts, music helps us feel. Painters, sculptors, whatever your medium is, let's take a look at the energy we put behind it. And then we have a different gift to give. But that's not what I want to talk about tonight. And I say tonight because it is 10:31 p.m. Pacific Standard Time right now. Like I said, I'm just getting out of my class, my Zoom class, which I'm grateful for. But big announcement today. An offer has been accepted by the negotiating committee of SAG-AFTRA. This is the actors' strike, right? And I have kept quiet about this. And so, 2 cents time. I've been a member of the union since 1997. That's been a little bit of a while. I have never lived from my craft. I've never been able to support myself, to support my lifestyle, none of that. As the majority of the union is in that same boat. What is it? 86% of the union doesn't even qualify for health insurance. What we've learned is that union membership is 160,000 people. This is for SAG-AFTRA. Now, those used to be two separate unions, for those of you who don't know, and eventually they merged, which was probably the big screw up number one for us little people. But we don't need to get into that. It is what it is, right? It's SAG-AFTRA. That's the actors, performers union. And 86% of those 160,000 people don't make enough. Is that because they're not talented? Is that because they're not? No. The system is effed up. Let me be a little more direct. The system is fucked up. FUBAR. Beyond measure. Why do I say that? Well, because in this world of chasing stardom, in this world of wanting to be the one, everybody's missing their power. Everybody's missing the reality. So, and this is along the lines of a lot of what I work to. Again, I'm a coach. I'm an acting coach. I don't like calling myself a teacher. The teaching thing is weird. But I do hope that the fellow artists that I get to play with on a weekly basis come to the realization that they are unique, that they are one of a kind. So if you're one of a kind, you're not irreplaceable. You're not a dime a dozen. But this is where the industry has led you to believe, right? So to rise above, yeah, sure, you got to work hard and all that, and all that's true. You absolutely have to work your ass off because there are millions working at it. Absolutely. Millions. Shit, there's millions in LA alone. Why should someone hire you when you're not even willing to go to class once a week? Give me a break, right? But the way the industry's set up, the way stardom, the way celebrity, all that bullshit. Why doesn't anyone ever just take a step back and say, well, who's setting these standards? Why? Oh, they're saying that this is what the public wants? Really? Do you believe that? Do you believe that you're that stupid? Because, oh my God, look at the fucking programming. They think you're a complete fucking idiot. Yeah. And what's even worse is that they know that you are. That's their thinking. They know that they can lie to you. And as long as they repeat it often enough and loud enough, you're going to believe it. It's kind of a good definition for propaganda. But let's stick to the industry. Let's stick to entertainment, shall we? The system is FUBAR, ladies and gentlemen, fucked up beyond recognition, which is why it's time for a renaissance, which is why it's time for a revolution, which is why it's time to stop playing that stupid game. This strike should continue for 1-2 years. The whole AI conversation, my God, in what world does the creator not get a decent percentage? Those people that are responsible for creating the product. And, my take on it is when we're talking about any kind of television show or film, the actor is bringing you, let's call it 90% of the most important stuff. Without the performance, you don't have shit. Without the performance, you don't have shit. Now, I'm not just talking about a competent performance. There's a lot of people that are good actors. They're good technicians. But when you get a real performance, when you get someone who's actually there, present, emotionally invested and involved, it touches you, right? That's the hook that grabs the audience. Without the performance, you have nothing. That does not make the actor any more important. Also something I talk to my classes about. Because so many other disciplines and experts are involved in bringing the final product to it. But honestly, the true master is an artist and a technician. And to be able to do that on a dime, on call, on set, requires mastery. That mastery only happens with consistency, with practice, with ongoing. And it's not like something, you learn. But let's just, my class is called the Actors Dojo for a reason. Just as in a regular dojo, you want to become a black belt. Hey, awesome. You work your ass off, you become a black belt. Maybe it's going to take you 1, 2, 3, 4 years. I don't know. Once you get that black belt, are you done? Is it over? Or, as my sensei tells me, once you're a black belt, now you're ready to start learning. If you stop practicing, and musicians, back me up on this, will you please? If you put your instrument down for 6 months, if you don't practice one move for 6 months, what do you think's going to happen? You're going to get rusty, right? You're going to have to work your way back up to that point. And I've got tons of examples of that. What we do as artists, and in this case for actors inside of the union, requires a huge commitment and discipline. And we do it knowing that we may never support ourselves from this. And these a-holes want to make hundreds of millions of dollars and say that they can't afford to pay us residuals. That means a living wage. So here's my thing on it. The negotiators that are fighting for us right now aren't even fighting for 2%. Well, then screw them. They're on the take. I do. I think union membership's been on the take. You really want to know what's going on? Why don't you call for some forensic accounting of the union? Where has the money gone? Who's been paid off? Who's been, you know, why does SAG-AFTRA have a whole floor in their new building dedicated to only lawyers? What are those lawyers doing? There's so much shit that goes down, and so many people willing to bend over because, oh my God, yes, oh, I love being in the union. Oh, yes, fuck off. Grow the fuck up and start standing for what's right. It's time. I don't buy that this is a good deal for the actor. And when I say the actor, I mean the 86% that doesn't qualify for insurance just yet. These streaming companies are making hundreds of millions of dollars. I get it. They're, need to make money for their shareholders, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Let's give the creators 20% of the profits. Is that so unreasonable? You know what that 20% would do? I say that 20% will give all members of the union a living wage, a pension, and health care. And that living wage would actually be really good, where they could actually be real artists and not have to have 2 or 3 other jobs to support their families. That's a big one. Maybe we should end on that one. That's a pretty picture. Is that so wrong? I'm not a communist, by the way, in any stretch of the imagination. How much should the creator get? How much? Let me know at thecoachrick@gmail.com. I love you. God bless you. Take care.